So we got some stats here to talk about that Joe Burrow is going to get this year that's going to absolutely break the NFL record book. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Starting off right away is this one right here. Joe Burrow needs 4,000 passing yards and 30 touchdowns to join Dan Marino as the only players to reach those marks in 3 of their first 4 seasons. So yes, even though Joe Burrow, his first season went down with injury and was not able to play his first season, well, he played a total of 10 games. He still, his second season, had 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, which qualifies him year one. Year two, which is right here, which was last year, he did get a total of 4,400 yards and 35 touchdowns. Again, qualifies him. And as long as he does get this year 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, he is going to be in that club with Dan Marino. And to the point of, well, what about Mahomes? Mahomes could not get it done. And no, it's not because of the first year he only played one game. Surprisingly enough, he could have gotten this if he would have played really amazing in this year right here, 2019. Now, of course, they went 11-3. Well, he only played 14 games out of his 17 games, so that definitely did hurt him. But he ended up with 4,000 yards and 26 touchdowns, which again disqualifies him to join Dan Marino in this record book for this record. Now, again, this is not me saying Mahomes sucks, so Chiefs fans, please stop getting offended. But this is something that Joe's going to get that Mahomes can never get. And any quarterback in the league right now cannot get unless you're a rookie, a first or second year guy. Right? Because Josh Allen also cannot get this. Now, there's another record that Mahomes is going to get this year and Josh Allen, but it's going to be in the future. I'm going to just move this over real fast. Shout out to Pat McAfee posting this. That Joe Burrow's going to get. And that's going to be the second one here, which is this one. So Josh Allen Mahomes needs 35 touchdown passes to become the first players ever with at least 35 touchdowns in 4 consecutive seasons. So obviously, Joe can't do it because Joe's going into his 4th season. So if Joe this season has 35 touchdowns, and he's going to have to do this over the next 2 years because he would have to. Last year he got it right. This year he needs 35 plus touchdowns, and then he's going to need it 2 more times in order to be in that group of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes of 35 touchdowns in 4 consecutive seasons. Obviously, yes, Mahomes did it the last 3 seasons, so this would be his 4th season. So that's the second record that, he's not going to hit right now, but he's going to hit in the foreseeable future, which, again, is always freaking amazing. Now, there's no other record for quarterbacks that are really that crazy. There are some receiving records that are kind of cool, like Justin Jefferson and Devontae Adams needs 1,500 yards. Receiving yards to become the first players ever to reach the mark in 3 consecutive seasons. So, it's just amazing how much nowadays, these NFL players are really taking over and becoming just superstars in the league, right? These are records that, going back in the day, you never thought would get broken. This is another really cool thing. Since 1974, overtime scoring summaries, 443 games were won by a field goal kick. 88 games were won by a touchdown pass. 52 were won by a touchdown run, and 21 were won with a interception return. That's interesting. So a pick six, 21 times. 52 were won by a touchdown run. 88 by a touchdown pass, and 443 were decided by a field goal. Which is not surprising because a lot of overtime games I have watched in my history have been decided by a field goal or less. So, well, not a field goal or less, but a field goal. I wonder how many games have been decided by a safety. That would be a good statistic to look at. I feel like there's only been one I have seen in history that was decided by a safety. But, again, another cool statistic to look at. So we'll make the video today, talk about this, because again, this is really freaking awesome. Can't wait to see Joe hit, at least break the record where, again, it's just him and Dan Marino who are going to have that record. Nobody else. I'm trying to think. Any other quarterback in the NFL who is, because they would have to be, so first 4 seasons, right? So 3 out of 4. No. There's like no other quarterback who is young enough. I mean, obviously CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, those guys could hit it, and Kenny Pickett could also technically hit it. But no, there's no like quarterback in my head that I'm thinking about that is gonna get there. I mean, how many years has Justin Herbert been in? Because I know he has not been in too many years. Herbert can't get it. He had 28 touchdowns last year, or 25 touchdowns. So he could have gotten if he would have hit 30 touchdowns last year. But because he didn't get it, he's not going to get it. And I can't think of all the draft class quarterbacks from 2020. But overall, I mean, it looks like Joe might, unless, again, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young have really good careers, Joe might be the first quarterback, or might be the last quarterback we see for a very long time with that record. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.